Hey everyone, welcome back to Poker Market Lab. With Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, I thought it would be interesting to look at a potential game plan to have and some products to look at here as we go into what could be a decent buying season or decent discount season for Pokemon TCG products. So let's talk big picture plan here. Number one, the market is really hot, so I would not go into this expecting spectacular deals. Last year on Black Friday, we had lots of Scarlet and Violet product that was still really cheap. There were some fantastic buys on Black Friday. This year, with the market red hot, I don't know that we're going to find a ton of product, but I think there's still some opportunity for some precision purchasing here at some decent products, especially products that are right about to run up in price here as the market depth starts to dwindle online. I think the big picture here is big box stores are probably going to be your best bet for any kind of decent discounts. I don't think we're going to see a lot of these other online retailers, not big box stores, meaning game stores that sell online, like the Game Nerds of the world and stuff. I don't think we're going to see a lot of opportunity there. I think TikTok could be an opportunity. We get those random coupons, still not as huge as we used to, but there's still, I think, opportunity there. Again, with TikTok, just be very careful who you're buying from on TikTok. Make sure it's a reputable dealer. They have, previous reviews on previous sales. Yes, TikTok will go to bat for you if you get gypped on anything, but just be careful. We do also have TCG Players Cyber Weekend sale coming up. I don't know the percentages on that yet, but that could be an opportunity to get products, at least get some store credit back on some products you would have bought otherwise. And I really think that's what this comes down to is product. It's not necessarily purchased, hopping in on steals. It's really just having some money set aside and making some strategic purchases at some maybe slight discounts, especially, again, products before they start running up. And again, we do have TCG Players Cyber Weekend coming up. I don't know the percentages on this. It looks like it's going to be sealed and singles, which is great. Obviously, if you were one of their pro subscribers or their subscriber tier, you get an additional percentage off. But you really need to spend quite a bit of money to kind of take advantage of that. So could be a great opportunity for product that is just about to run up in price. The first product I wanted to look at is Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift is definitely an undervalued set in Scarlet and Violet. We really haven't seen much of an uptick here. Boxes are still hovering around the $100 mark. So I would guess easily you could pick this up at or below $100 on TikTok for sure. Plenty of boxes still available here on the market, but I think it's a decent set, and I think it's ripe to be the next beneficiary of all this focus on Scarlet and Violet. I would take special attention here on the Paradox Rift Pokemon Center ETBs. I don't love the artwork on the boxes for this. I hate that there's two different artworks. I think it just makes things more confusing. But these are right around that $59 mark that these typically go for on Pokemon Center. So I think these are good pickups at this price still. If you like this set, I mean, we've seen some really good upticks in Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. We have we got Obsidian Flames is up there, obviously 151. We even have Paldean Fates starting to increase there. So there's definitely, it seems like there was a reservation on the Pokemon Company's side in terms of printing early Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Center Elite exclusive ETBs. So I think these could be opportunity. There could be opportunity here long term, and they're still right around that $59 mark. And again, looking at the artwork in Paradox Rift, I really think it's being unfairly priced at the moment. And I think a lot of this is just due to the supply. This was not short printed in any way, shape, or form. It seemed they were very much printing Paradox Rift like they printed previous sets in Scarlet and Violet, which means pretty heavily. Pokemon Company did go into Scarlet and Violet printing with some heavy print numbers right up until probably Twilight Masquerade. So look at the artwork on the set. You get the Groudon up top there. I like the Steelix. You get Parasol Lady. I personally have one of these Goldengos here, which is beautiful in person. So there's really some good artwork here. There's no reason. It's a mid-tier set for Scarlet and Violet. And there's no reason this shouldn't be $120, $130 box. and you still have an opportunity to get it at about $100, which I think is a steal. I'm gonna have a separate video on Paradox Rift, kind of going into more detail as to why it's a good pickup. So that would be something to have in your back pocket for Black Friday. Temporal Forces is another one. This one has certainly, we've seen, definitely the market has definitely paid attention to this one. We are running out of this on TCG Player with only 177 boxes on TCG Player supply. The demand is starting to be there. People are realizing it's a decent set. It's a valuable, the value proposition is really good on it, considering it's still fairly cheap, but it is starting to run up. So $120, I still think it's a decent pickup. It is, I think, from an artwork standpoint, slightly better than Paradox Rift, but not by much. We got that Raging Bolt up top, not my favorite artwork, but we do have Morty's Conviction, Iron Crown, Iron Leaves. Ghastly is a phenomenal card, phenomenally underpriced card for what it is, and that's really just due to the availability of it. It's a lot easier to pull than these more expensive cards, but plenty of value here. So this is definitely a solid set, easy to pick up. It's going to start running up in price because we are starting to see it dwindle. There is reprint risk here in this set for sure, given the secondary market starting to dry up, but a solid product. Another thing I wanted to look at here, look at Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes here. There's only 40 available on TCG Player right now. This is an absolute pickup. Twilight Masquerade's a phenomenal set. There's no reprint risk on these, right? Under $100. Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are over $120. Compare that to this. Twilight Masquerade's a phenomenal set. The booster boxes are over $160. There's no reason this shouldn't be over $100, and it's drying up quickly. This is a go out and get it now situation for these, for sure. So this isn't even, you don't even need to wait at this point. I wouldn't wait for Black Friday to pick this up. I would not wait for any further discounts. This is go snatch these up. These should be gone at this price. Those waiting for 151 for Black Friday, I think are going to be disappointed unless we're getting some surprise ETB reprint, which I think we need. I think the market needs it. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't leave money on the side. I wouldn't pass up other opportunities. We'll put it that way. Just to get 151. We've seen a big decrease in the number of big box store restocks for like 151 booster bundles. Or ancillary product, we're still seeing like poster collections and the Zapdos boxes come up periodically. I just don't think there's from a sealed collector standpoint. I guess if you're looking for packs, yeah, great. But from a sealed collecting standpoint, I don't think those are the way to go. We're still seeing plenty of demand here. Booster bundles, it seems like that's kind of the demand slowed down a bit. Those prices are starting to climb. As again, we're seeing that we're not getting any more. We probably went through the reprint on the booster bundles at this point. But the price just isn't coming down, even though that volume's starting to drop off. And this is a common theme. The market's so hot right now that there's no sellers on TCG Player. There's no race to the bottom. So even though the demand starts to taper off, the market's red hot. There's no reason to start dropping prices and people are making money. Essentially, is what it comes down to. There's margin on the products, so there's just no reason to race to the bottom. Even though we are seeing, you can see that drop off here on the booster bundles. So I would not be holding out any kind of hope for 151 at Black Friday. It is possible we could see a 151 ETB reprint come to market. If we were going to see one this year, we should see it soon. And if we don't, then either it's not coming, which would be super surprising, or we're going to have to wait well into 2025 to get any kind of reprint there. An opportunity on Black Friday could be singles. Again, leveraging that TCG Player Cyber Weekend event. You could pick up, if you're going to pick up singles, that's the way to do it. Obviously, you're probably not going to get much of a discount elsewhere for singles of Black Friday. I'm going to say it again. I have a separate video on this. Paldean Fates is probably the thing to buy. Take a look at the regular ETBs on the left, not the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes on the right, the one on the left. There's almost just about 100 listed on TCG Player. 19 listings, about 100 regular ETBs on Pokemon Center. There's still the possibility of seeing big box stores put this up for release on Black Friday. And anything close to $50, snatch these up. We will probably get a reprint on this at some point in time, but Paldean Fates, I'm going to scream this from every rooftop I can, is one of the best sets. I mean, in comparison to regular sets, it's one of the best sets in Scarlet and Violet. It's got great box art. It's look at the Pokemon Center ETB. We don't have a confusing, 2-box thing or anything like that. It looks beautiful. The artwork on these cards are beautiful. It's just been underappreciated. And again, it's only a matter of time before that focus shifts. 100 ETBs on TCG Player is wild. I saw that today. I was like, this is go out and get it now. So if we've seen these very frequently at big box stores like Target and Walmart come up as recently as probably a few months ago, maybe even sooner. So if we're going to see a restock or a good deal on any product, it would be something like this. It's still fairly recent. And I would snatch these up at $50 all day. Take a look at the Pokemon Center ETB as well. We're under 100 listings, 100 available on TCG Player. It's less than $100. Again, surprise people are going to realize that the set's hot. It's a fantastic set, and this is going to it's going to hit $100, no questions asked. So that's a solid pickup. Again, maybe leverage Cyber Weekend to get a little bit of a store credit discount on that. Probably one of your best booster box pickups outside of Paradox Rift is Stellar Crown. I think it's a phenomenal set. I think it's a notch above a mid-tier set. So maybe phenomenal is not the right word, but very, very solid set. Tons of boxes available on TCG Player. Over 1,300 boxes. Surging Sparks very much stole the limelight away from Stellar Crown, but Stellar Crown is still a fantastic set and easily achievable at that $100 price point. And it's only a matter of time before the product dries up. Again, time horizon. My time horizon is 5 years. There's no question that buying this product, Stellar Crown, it will be a great product in the scope of a 5-year period. At $100, it's not a trash product. It is a very good product. It's a very good set, and I think it's absolutely worth a pickup at $100 a box. Look, we got some beautiful carbs. We got a Bulbasaur here. We got that Squirtle. This beautiful, fun, clear art. And they look amazing in person. I really enjoyed opening this one on release day. So this is I think if you can get around that $100 box, I think if there were any booster box blowouts, it would probably be Stellar Crown, just given, again, that market. When Stellar Crown came out, people were already looking at Surging Sparks, but it is a good set. Another one, I'm going to scream from the rooftops here. Crown Zenith is a phenomenal set. It has almost 2 years of age on it. We have still seen big box stores put these up for sale about, even with discounts under $50 or close. I've picked some up not too long ago for around 40. I don't know if we're going to see that again, just given the age. This has been reprinted to hell, and we are starting to see some appreciation in price finally, which is well deserved. So again, if we see that $50 price point, if you can save $10 here, snatch them up. These will be fantastic long term. It is an awesome set. I don't know that we're going to see any kind of discounts on prismatic evolutions. I'm sure there's plenty of people who wish there was. My guess is if we see more stock of ETB come up at anything under $50, it's just going to get gobbled up. So I would not miss other opportunities just holding out for prismatic evolutions unless you get the money to kind of spare and split up here amongst multiple deals. So I would not hold out for deals, I guess is what I'm getting at. Sword and Shield. I'm going to do a separate video on this because there's some concerns with Sword and Shield. We're seeing a lot of products still listed for a lot of these sets on TCG Player. The market hasn't really moved. We haven't seen much in the way of a depreciation in price, again, because the market's just so hot. There's no need to race to the bottom, right? I don't know if you're going to see much. I don't think anyone's going to be trying to blow any of this product out, maybe on some of the cheaper sets, but even then we're starting to see those listings start to dry up. It's really the popular ones, the more expensive ones, where we still have plenty of listings on TCG Player. But maybe some ancillary product deals on Sword and Shields, but I don't know. Again, you get most of these boxes, $200 a box. Do you get one of those, or do you get something from Scarlet and Violet? From an artwork standpoint, I think that's really a lot of what's driving the Scarlet and Violet boom right now. Is just the artwork is fantastic. It's clean, it's beautiful in person, and it looks super, super modern. And Sword and Shield, I think from a big standpoint, it's starting to look a little dated from an artwork standpoint. That doesn't mean it's not revered and appreciated. It is. It's just, I think people are, the focus on Scarlet Violet's not just because it was cheap. People are realizing it's good as well. So that's it for this one. Good luck in your purchasing for Black Friday. Keep an eye on those big box stores. Keep an eye on those ETBs. And again, take a look where others aren't looking. Look at those Stellar Crown boxes. That's a good set. I like it anyway. Again, this is all my opinion anyway at the end of the day. And good luck on your Black Friday purchases. We will see you on the next one.